I don't know if you guys can see that thing shaking, but it's shaking so hard on my end. Hello, YouTube. Man, I didn't sleep worth a damn last night. I don't know if you heard it was loud. I had bad dreams all night long. Which normally, if I have bad dreams, it's because I'm pissed off about something. I'm worried about something. I'm not mad at nobody. I'm not pissed off at nothing. Um, Nothing bothered me. It's hot. I mean, if it was cool, it'd be all right. I go on vacation like 3 weeks, something like that. There's nothing bad going on. Um, I'm gonna. I've been putting this video off, and I'm gonna tell you right now. Um, this is not gonna be a popular video. It's just not. I don't know how long it's gonna go. I've been putting it off for a long time. I didn't. At the point in my life, I never thought I'd tell anybody, and I've been through several over the years, not recently. Several counselors, several psychiatrists, psychologists, therapists, counselors. Um, I've been in recovery for 31 years, 11 months, and so many days. Um, this is one of the things I've already told a few people. I've never told a bunch of people. So that's what I'm doing now. So I'm just telling you, this is your first video that you're watching to me. Go back. Go way back. In fact, skip this one. This is me trying to fix me. They say if you want to know the best about somebody, find out the worst about them. And I'm going to tell you guys the worst about me. My, I guess, real dad. I don't know if I deleted that story or not. If you guys saw it before I deleted it, didn't know my real dad when I was born. My stepdad came along early. I was like 5 months old, a year old, whatever, and they got married. And I always felt like I was raised kind of on the outside because I was white and he was Indian, but that has nothing to do with anything. That's just part of being raised rough. Not making excuses, not crying, not whining, nothing like that. I was a white boy raised as an Indian, so that caused me a lot of trouble. Made me strong, so that's not a bad thing. Um, but he liked to drink like all the time, and that's not being stereotypical. It's not being racist. I'm telling you my experience being raised by an Indian father. So when he did work, it's funny to say that when he didn't work, times were rough. When he did work, times were worse. Does that make sense? I mean, when he didn't work, he was always there, but he never had money to drink. When he did work, he was never there until he come home drunk, and then he was mad at everybody. He took it out on us kids. And again, I'm not trying to get sympathy. I'm trying to explain what made me me. So before Linda left, he they would take us and just drop us off wherever. Um, and that's where this next part comes in. I could almost take you to the house. I've looked for it 100 times, and I can't find the house. It's probably better, but he dropped us off at an old man that he worked with, like an old ass man. Like I was like 5 or 6. I know it before my baby brother was born. I know it was. I was like 5 or 6, and they would drop me and my older brother off, but not my younger brother. And my younger brother was actually half Indian. That was biologically his. So they would drop us off here and then drop my little brother off wherever. Us, me, my older brother. And I don't know if you ever got to my older brother or not, I don't know. Never talked about it. But the old man would say, it's nap time. And I'm a little kid, you know. Hell, I don't know. So I would lay down and take a nap in the living room watching TV. We didn't have TV at home. And I remember he would come in there and get me and say, oh, you know, come in here, come in here, come in here. Hell, I didn't know. And I tried to tell my parents, and then I'm not going to go into detail. Y'all kind of, you can piece together where, yeah. And I remember all that. And I tried to tell them, and I got a pretty good spanking for lying and making stuff up about his friend who would never do that. So yeah, that was. Huh. That's when I learned you don't tell your folks everything because they don't believe it and they're going to beat the hell out of you. Like I said, I've been through counseling, I've been through therapists, I've told people in AA and NA, it's nothing I'm ashamed of. Now, if it was some shit I did when I was older, like out of college and did it, yeah, that's a whole different story. No. I think that's why, to this day, I'm a fierce, fierce protector of kids. Fierce protector. Oh my God. I tried to fight a dude in Walmart one time. I worked at Walmart over here. I tried to fight him because I saw him slap a baby. The baby was just gnawing on the, in the front of the buggy, and just gnawing on a little thing, and just, little bitty baby, just start, and for whatever reason, the baby just, just climbing up, being a baby, like probably a year old, and this big redneck dude just slapped that baby upside the head, slapped him plumb over the side of the buggy. Shut the fuck up. I was on him. I was on him, y'all. That dude could have easily backhanded me and put me plumb out. I was on him. I mean, I was pushing him. I was grabbing him. I was everything. Hit me, motherfucker. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me like it hit me. Hit me. He wanted to call the manager, whatever, and I got in all kinds of trouble, whatever. Yeah. Fierce protector of kids. And that's why I told you guys that Linda left when I was 12. She ran off with the dope man. And I already didn't trust her as a parent because of all the, and that's not one. It's not like this happened and this happened. Like several things happened. We would always get we'd be the last to be believed. If that makes sense. Yeah. Maybe me, maybe Shane, I don't know. We would always be the last to be believed. And then our little brothers would do shit. Who were half Indian, they would do shit, and we would pay for it. That's a fact. And then after Linda left, that got way worse. She left when I was 12, and I moved out when I was 18. It was a bad few years, but it made me strong. I was in a gang, two different gangs. Been to jail twice. I'm telling you guys all the bad stuff about me. You think you're gonna find something and dig it up on me? Wow, you got some digging to do, buddy. And nobody's looking for anything. I'm telling you guys. Um, because of the way we was treated, that's what made me think about all this was the bad dreams. My son, he'll be 20 in a few days, like a week. He'll be 20 in a week. So he's not a little kid anymore. But as they was growing up, all my kids, I've always been real strict about you. I mean, you don't put your hands on them just any certain way. Like a paddle. Okay, cool. A wooden spoon. I wasn't never big on a belt because I was brought up on a belt. But my wife, yeah, hey, whatever. That's how she did it, whatever. And those are her kids, to be completely fair. But I didn't like the way she treated her kids. And then finally one day I said, look, it's none of my business. We weren't married yet. We were living together. I said, and this is my personal opinion, you guys. I'm not telling you guys anything. I'm explaining me. Um, I said, I don't swat my kids more than 3 times, and I don't just try to, knock them over every time. If they're cutting up, I swat them. Hey, if they're just being like, and I swat them twice. If they're being completely disrespectful and just, throwing rocks at cars driving by, I probably won't get them 3 times. If they have the police called to my house, yeah, I'm gonna get them 3 times, and that's happened. So with that, my 3 SWAT belief, three being, you know, like that's plenty. Um, Not 15 or 20 across the back and across the legs, and if you fall down, you fucked up across the ear, whatever. Nothing like that. My upbringing is what maybe decide 3 is plenty. Um, well, I dreamt that Ethan, I was in some house, I don't know where I was at, and I was walking through some room, and I could hear him crying. And I said, "What the hell are you crying about, boy?" And he was like a 7 or 8 year old kid. He said, "They hit me." I said, "Who hit you?" And he named off 2 women. And in my dream, it made sense who the 2 women was. And I was like, "What did they hit you for?" He said, "Well, they spanked me." I said, "What did they spank you for?" He said, "They said I was misbehaving." Now, Ethan was 7 or 8. Ethan was a total little horror, kind of like me. I was a horror. I was bad. I said, "Well, what did they spank you for?" So they said I was being bad. I suppose you're being bad? He said, "Probably, but they hit me 20 times." I said, "Who did?" He said, "Named her again." I said, "How many times did so-and-so hit you?" He said, 20. I said, "They hit you 40 times?" He said, "Yeah, they took turns." I said, "Where was Lissa at?" She was watching. And in my dream, and this, I'm telling you, this is a dream. This is how I reacted. This is how I still react. I walked back in and I caught so and so in my dream, and I just mashed her repeatedly, and I'm just hollering, and I think I was swinging in real life because I hit this part of my hand on my the side the wall beside the bed at the fire department, and then I found the other one, and like in my fingers are still burnt, obviously, but I was squeezing this hand so hard in real life in my sleep that my hand was hurting in real life to the point that I switched hands in my dream, and I wore that motherfucker out with the other hand for beating on my kid like that. And then in my dream, Liz was standing there. "What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop, stop, stop." And then I grabbed her. I said, "Motherfucker, you should have told them to stop." And in my dream, I just went off on her. And I woke up this morning, and this is how, I don't even know how to describe this. I was completely content with my dream, you guys. Completely with content because they hurt my child. And I hurt him in my dream pretty bad, which is not me because I don't hit women. I don't put my hands on women. I don't. I never have. Never have. You can ask my first wife, my kid's mom. Apparently, everybody in the world put their hands on her. Put like 9 different dudes. They all put their hands on her. She said I did. She said, "Oh, she said I pushed her." Let me tell y'all something. If you're grabbing me by my fucking shirt and I push you away from me, that's not saying put my hands on you. Quit pulling me towards you when I'm trying to tell you to get away from me. My wife now, 16 years now, never. So unless I went through some crazy period where I never put my hands on her. Oh, I put my hands on her. I never put my hands on her. Wait, everybody puts their hands on her apparently. Anyway, so unless that's really what happened, I don't put my hands on women. I don't. But in my dream, it felt like the thing to do. So that's just more personal information. I'm kind of rambling here. Um, Very personal video. Very personal. You guys know that molested as a child. I'm not gonna say abused because I probably deserved most of it. A lot of it I didn't, but that was my little brother's. So yeah, it made me tough. So I was molested as a child. I was made tough. I was a member of at least a couple of gangs. I was an outsider in the Native community. raised in a black neighborhood. I was an outsider. You talking about learning how to fight? Made me tough. Made me tough. I'm a little potato, but I'm hard to peel. That's a fact. Um, I don't put my hands on women, and I don't let nobody put their hands on a woman in front of me. You and your old lady got a problem? You better take it home. Don't do it in front of me. You want to go crazy on your kid? That's your business. It's your kid. Don't do it in front of me. Don't do it in front of me. I'll go to jail and tell them why I did it. And I'll take their desserts. Don't put your hands on my kid. Don't put your hands on your kid. If you spank your kid, hell, that's whatever. Don't put your hands on your kids. Don't slap them in the head. That's my mom's favorite thing to do is slap me in the head. To this day, I'll fight you if you slap me in the head. And I'm not flipping anybody off. This is one of the fingers I burned. It's just now kind of getting back. Oh, that hurts. Made me tough. So this is not a video I wanted to do. And I am in no stinking way glorifying anything I've told you. But I'm not ashamed of anything I've told you. I'm not. I'm not ashamed of any of it. Not ashamed of being in a gang. Not ashamed of going to jail for selling drugs. Not ashamed of going to rehab. Not ashamed of doing 2 years probation. Not ashamed of going to jail for fighting and disturbing the peace. Not ashamed of growing up in the ghetto. Not ashamed of growing up poor. Not ashamed of growing up without a real dad. Not ashamed of growing up without a mom. Not ashamed of being molested as a child. What else? I've done a lot of stuff that I am ashamed of because I let myself down, and I let other people down that trusted me and believed in me and thought a lot of me. And whatever period I was in my mind, I said, "Oh, to hell with it," and I spent a lot of time trying to make that up. And I don't know if they're going to let me make that up. If they ever forgave me, I don't know. I'll never know. I don't think a lot of myself as a person. I don't. Never will. Never have. Never will. I know who I am. I know where I come from, and I try to be the best person I can be, and that's all there is to it. And I let a lot of people down, and I still let people down. I still let people down, and I can't. As much as I try, I can't do everything, and I understand that. It don't stop me from trying. Oh my goodness! All right, you guys. It's been a hot. It's so hot. I saw a crackhead trying to put the copper back in the air conditioner. I said, "Damn, brother, that's hot." I saw a crackhead. Speaking of crackheads, coming up from Little Ridge carrying a car door. I guess he was going to scrap it. He was sweating, like coming up that hill behind Tractor Supply. And I pulled up to him. I said, "Damn, brother, you all right?" He said, "Yeah, yeah. It's just hot." I said, "Roll that window down. Get some air." Okay, them was jokes. Them was jokes. I'm sorry. I got jokes. Anyway, this is another. I can't just tell you all the good stuff. I got to tell you some bad stuff every now and then. Not a single part of me wants sympathy or, "Oh, poor baby." Poor baby don't make me tough. I can handle a lot of stuff. I can. I was built this way. Built, not bought. And if I want sympathy, it's in the dictionary. It's right there between shit and syphilis, but it's in there somewhere. I know where to find it. Thank you guys for putting up with me. I've got 64 subscribers. Thank you to everybody. I completely expect to lose a bunch of subscribers. Just how it goes. And I'm completely okay with that. Because I may not be the person you thought I was, but I don't want to ever make you think I'm somebody I'm not. So, thanks for watching. I'm about to upload this one. I got another one pending, whatever. I just thought, man, I thought maybe you'd want to know who I really am and why I am the way that I am. Thank you guys for watching. See you.